Imagine a ship so grand, it was deemed unsinkable. This was the Titanic, an icon of luxury and technological marvel. Built in the heart of Belfast, Ireland, the Titanic was a testament to human ingenuity. It was crafted meticulously, each detail showcasing the pinnacle of early 20th century engineering. The ship was a floating palace, a wonder ready to conquer the vast Atlantic. It boasted opulence, from the grand staircase to the sumptuous dining rooms, from the lavish first-class suites to the state-of-the-art gymnasium. The Titanic was not just a ship, it was a dream, a symbol of aspiration and human achievement. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic embarked on its maiden voyage, setting sail from Southampton to New York City. Over 2,000 passengers and crew members were aboard, their hearts filled with anticipation and excitement. But as we all know, this maiden voyage was to be its last. The Titanic set sail on April 10, 1912, from Southampton, full of promise and grandeur. The ship, a symbol of human achievement and luxury, embarked on its maiden voyage across the North Atlantic Ocean, carrying over 2,000 passengers and crew members from all walks of life. From the wealthiest aristocrats to hopeful immigrants, the Titanic was a microcosm of the early 20th century society. As the Titanic journeyed towards New York, the sea was unusually calm, its surface as smooth as glass. This tranquility, however, would prove to be a deceptive lull before a storm. Despite the serene conditions, ominous iceberg warnings were being transmitted by other ships crossing the Atlantic. But these warnings fell on deaf ears. The Titanic, confident in its proclaimed invincibility, continued its course at full speed. The night of April 14th was moonless and eerily tranquil. The sea was a dark, undulating expanse, hiding the iceberg's deadly menace. At 11:40 p.m., an iceberg loomed out of the darkness directly in the path of the Titanic. Despite the crew's desperate attempts to avert disaster, it was too late. The ship struck the iceberg, its hull scraping against the frozen mass. This catastrophic moment of impact was marked by a shuddering tremor that ran through the Titanic, a chilling prelude to the tragedy that was about to unfold. The unsinkable ship had been fatally wounded. The iceberg had breached the Titanic's hull below the waterline, causing water to flood into 5 of its 16 compartments. The realization of the disaster was slow and insidious. The passengers and crew, initially oblivious to the severity of the situation, soon faced the horrifying truth. The Titanic, the ship that was deemed unsinkable, was in fact sinking. In the end, the unsinkable met with an iceberg, marking the beginning of a tragic disaster. This ill-fated journey serves as a sobering reminder of the perils of overconfidence and the relentless power of nature. It's a tale of a ship that set sail with promise and grandeur, only to meet a tragic end in the cold, unforgiving waters of the Atlantic. The collision with the iceberg was just the iceberg's tip of a night of terror and chaos. As the unsinkable Titanic began to descend into the icy depths of the North Atlantic, panic spread like wildfire. Every creak of the ship, every tilt, every shudder sent tremors of fear through the hearts of its passengers. The lifeboats, designed to carry only a fraction of the people on board, quickly filled up. The cries and pleas of those left behind echoed in the freezing night, a chilling reminder of the human cost of this disaster. As the Titanic disappeared beneath the waves, the survivors in the lifeboats could do nothing but watch, their hearts heavy with grief and shock. Hours later, they were rescued by the Carpathia, a ship that had received the Titanic's distress calls and had raced through the night to reach them. The world woke up to the news of the Titanic sinking with disbelief and horror. How could the ship that was deemed unsinkable sink on its maiden voyage? The tragedy sparked an international outcry, leading to new maritime safety regulations. In the aftermath of this catastrophe, the Titanic became a symbol of human fallibility in the face of nature's might. The Titanic, once a symbol of man's triumph over nature, now rests at the bottom of the North Atlantic. Today, the Titanic is remembered as a symbol of human hubris and tragedy. Its legacy has not only shaped maritime safety regulations, but also captivated the world through various media, including blockbuster movies. The Titanic story has sparked conversations about human error, disaster response, and the inevitable clash between man and nature. It's a narrative that continues to resonate, reminding us of the stark reality of our limitations. The Titanic story is a chilling reminder of the power of nature and the fallibility of human arrogance.